What is going on, you guys? This is the Dhruva Natchathiram official teaser, my reaction, comments, review of it. I'm actually quite sad right now because there's no English subtitles. I won't understand what they're talking about. But I know Vikram is in this one. He's a very powerful actor. I mean, no one can deny that. He has badass written all over him. I've also heard he cusses in this teaser. But I mean, I won't understand it because it's not in English. But I've heard he actually cusses. And that's something you don't see quite too often. So that's something I'm looking forward to for some reason. I mean, I wonder what Dhruva means as well, because it's been in other movie titles as well, like the one just called Dhruva. Either way, back to Vikram, he's been in so many good movies like Irumurugan, he was in I, like the letter I, that movie. And he's just an all-around very powerful actor, I feel like. When you see him, you know he has the authority. He's that kind of guy. Either way, this is the trailer. I want to watch it. Hopefully you want to watch it as well, so let's jump right into this. Oh yeah, I just realized this is a teaser as well. Usually they don't show too much of the actual story. So I mean, if I don't even understand what they're talking about, I might misunderstand a lot right here. So maybe you can tell me in the comments below, that would be awesome, because I won't understand a thing about this story so far. Okay, so they're going to Skype now, in the middle of an internet cafe. I mean, okay, so what I'm understanding right now is that someone kidnapped someone called John. Darkman kidnapped someone called John. Then they're basically blackmailing this guy, right? Vikram. That's what I'm getting so far, at least. And that's fucking awesome, because that knows he has to go far to save him. So what I got from this is that there's someone kidnapped by this Mr. Dark guy. And then they call up this guy, Vikram. And then they blackmail him, right? Because you could see Vikram was getting very mad. I guess he cussed at him at the end there. So I mean, the Mr. Dark must have said something really bad, right? So they kidnapped John. And then they're calling the Vikram on Skype to tell them they kidnapped him. And they're threatening him, and he's still threatening them, because I heard he said something like, "I'm coming to get you." This guy's a fucking badass. Someone has kidnapped someone he knows, and he's still making threats against them. Like, that's how fucking unscared this guy is. He knows nothing can stop him, because he's a fucking machine. He will walk right through them. But I'm very sad there was no English subtitles. I feel like I missed too much. Like, just too much was missing and forgotten or misunderstood by me. Like, obviously he's in an internet cafe. He has his own hotspot on his phone for some reason. So maybe that he can't get traced, I'm guessing. Or maybe he's going to leave the phone there so the phone can get traced, but not him. I don't fucking know. So he calls this guy on Skype. Like, Skype is such a... Was it a product placement maybe? Because I feel like Skype is such a weird way to contact someone who just kidnapped someone, you know, right? So they call up on Skype. Mr. Dark says they kidnapped John. Vikram gets mad, cusses him, tells him he's going after him in the middle of an internet cafe. That's really what's blowing my mind. Like, he's daring to be making threats against someone powerful in the middle of an internet cafe. Like, you never know who's listening to you when you're sitting like that. I actually love these movies when there's like threats. Obviously a lot of movies feature threats, but I mean over the internet. Like, he was making threats over the internet. I actually really like that, because there's like, you don't know what's going to happen in the movie, right? But there might be a possibility of hacking, or maybe something like people tracing each other. Like, obviously they're calling each other on Skype, so you can probably get some information out of that. I don't fucking know, but you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of possibilities that this movie could go. Obviously Vikram could go raw force and just destroy everything, or he could go like the more hacking way, where he traces them, looks them up, trying to get information about them and stuff like that. And he's of course going to do it just to save John. If John was even the kidnapped one, I didn't really understand that, but I'm hoping I'm saying correctly, because otherwise I will look like a complete fool. And don't forget the stretching, people. You saw him stretching there. It's always good to stretch, or you might hurt your muscles. Seriously though, that's a good advice. I feel like this movie is having quite of a sneaky approach, and I love that. As I said, like the internet and everything, but you could also see Vikram in one scene holding a camera. So I feel like he's trying to get information by maybe taking photographs of someone that he thinks might be connected to the kidnapping or something like that, right? And I actually really enjoy that. It makes for such an interesting movie instead of just raw forcing your way through the defense, right? Obviously you could just find the address and then just go mow everything down. But I feel like this movie will be more information based. That's what I'm trying to say. And I really enjoy that. I love these kind of movies. But I mean, knowing the subtitles really makes it harder to understand, but still it looks awesome. So there's Vikram, there's John, there's Mr. K, and there's Darkman. There's 4 people we've been introduced to in this teaser. That's quite more than you usually get to see from teasers. Usually in teasers there's just like explosions and fightings and stuff like that. Don't really show too much of the story. But I feel like this teaser showed more of the story than most usually do, and I love that. I want teasers to be more like this rather than just raw fighting. This teaser was more of a level of a trailer in my eyes. Like, they showed so much of the story that it could get called trailer, honestly. Dhruva Natchathiram, official teaser, very good job in my eyes. They made a very good job teasing you. Like, you see Vikram in so many different scenes as well, like holding an umbrella, holding a newspaper, like skiing, holding a camera. So I feel like he's going a little bit undercover in this movie, and that's something good because he even threatened the guy. And if he's going undercover, you never know how much power he actually has, right? So either way, thank you so much for watching. My Twitter is in the description below if you want to follow me. If you made it this far, you definitely should subscribe. Like, there's no other way around it. If you watched all of this way, you should subscribe. Also, leave a like on the video if you liked it. And explain the story to me in the comments below, because I obviously misunderstood something. And peace.